What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to talk about the movie Black Panther Wakanda Forever. But, now if you have not seen the movie, don't listen to this podcast any further because I'm going to be going into a few things about the movie. And the only reason I'm going to talk about it, today is because there's certain narratives going on right now that I'm not liking. And I'm like, what movie did you watch also, right? But so if you haven't seen the movie, like I said, just put this on, watch it later in your YouTube page and then watch it and come back to it. So I already gave you enough warning. Okay. Now, I was curious of how they was going to do this movie. I was so curious. I said, man, because Chadwick Boseman's not here no more. Of course, a lot of people are upset. Why didn't they recast T'Challa? I was like, yeah, because, the same argument I had where they recast Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. They recast all these characters, but at the same time, none of these characters died in the prime of their character. For instance, let's go back to Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. If Tobey Maguire would have passed away after the first Spider-Man movie, right? I don't know if people want to recast him too quick because he was like pretty popular as Spider-Man, right? Or let's say like if at the time, let's say back in my time growing up, Christopher Reeve, right? Let's say if he would have died, after the first Superman, second Superman, something like that. Would they want to hurry up and recast him when the death is kind of fresh? And then the way Chadwick Boseman died, it was unexpected. Nobody knew the brother had, colon cancer. I mean, it was crazy, right? And so people were upset, but at the same time, when I saw the movie and the way they presented it, I kind of got it. Why they didn't just say, oh, let's go ahead and just recast T'Challa's character, right? But some of the narratives that I'm seeing out here is, oh, the movie, it just was a feminist. And, oh, it was about usurping the black man and all of that. And I'm saying, first and foremost, y'all need to know how to turn that mess off sometime and just go enjoy a freaking movie and not be looking for the hidden narratives and every freaking thing that we do or everything that we say. There are times, y'all, I got to turn this mess completely off. I don't want to hear about no racism. I don't want to hear about no freaking Democrat or Republican. I don't want to hear about no ism. I don't want to hear about no phobia of any kind. I don't want to hear it. I need that for my mental health to continue to do what I'm doing. Because if I do not turn that mess off enough just to enjoy life, I will not be able to do what I'm doing in the way I'm doing it now. You understand? Mental health is very, very important. And first of all, Black Panther is a fictional character that was created by Stan Lee. And the reason why he created Black Panther, he said that every community needed their own superhero and that he didn't want him to be typical. That's why he made sure that he was in Wakanda, away from all the other stuff. So let's call it what is a fictional character. Is a character that we like? Sure. I like the Black Panther. But a lot of you complaint was that Shuri became the Black Panther. And why did she become the Black Panther? Oh my God, they just want to usurp the black man. First and foremost, if you actually took the time to read, you would have known that Shuri in the comics became the Black Panther. T'Challa got his butt whipped by Dr. Doom. He almost got his behind killed by Dr. Doom. And when that happened and T'Challa was trying to heal up from getting his butt kicked so bad by Dr. Doom, guess what? Shuri became the Black Panther for a short time period. And she was enraged about what happened to her brother. She also was enraged and couldn't stand Namor either, which they played that into the movie, how enraged she was. So when she ended up meeting Killmonger in the ancestral plane, and her taking on his, anger and everything, that's canon to the comics. That how pissed off she was, right? When she became the Black Panther at first. But if y'all would actually take the time to read, and what is wrong with Shuri becoming the Black Panther? Y'all see, some of y'all taking on this. Listen, I'm against feminism 100%. I'm against that. It is wicked and it is not right. But let's go on just African history for a minute. Or even Black American history. We've had a lot of women that's been queens in the continent of Africa that has fought very well for their people. You have black women right here in our history that has led and fought for our people. Let's call it what it is. If Rosa Parks didn't do what she done on that bus, it would have sparked everything with the civil rights movement. Rosa Parks is very important to the civil rights movement. Our sister Harriet Tubman, look at what she did for people. It was a black woman that did that. It wasn't no black man. Maybe they had some black men was afraid, but a black woman actually did that. Okay, there's many black women in history that done so many things. You look at the movie, they made Hidden Figures by those black women, that they wouldn't even got to the moon if it wasn't been for those black women. What is wrong with saying, hey, black women could have a role, black women could fight, black women could have a place? That white man with his freaking, wicked version. I call everything in his system is wicked. Yes, there is a hierarchy of order in the kingdom of God. I know that, and it was the natural order of things. But they say when you say a king and a queen, when the king is down, when the king is away, the queen supposed to run that kingdom, right? And her authority is just as much as the king's at that time period. Don't be taking on the role of what you say you can't stand. That movie had nothing to do with usurping the black man. Nobody did anything to M'Baku in that movie. He played an important role. And if you watch at the end of the movie, M'Baku actually going to start running Wakanda. Sure, he's not even going to run it, which is what is in the comics. That Shuri did not run Wakanda like that. But y'all so turned up on these narratives all the time about, oh, they trying to usurp the black man and they trying to do this with the black woman and all of that. What is wrong with a black woman having some shine? What is wrong with that? I don't take an issue with that. With a comic, now, when you go to the Woman King situation, that's a little different because now you're doing history, okay? And we can criticize history based on accuracy, for sure. But this movie, no, this isn't it. This isn't it for me at all. And if you've seen the post-credit scene, guess what? Which is in the comics, T'Challa had a son. He had a son. And the son becomes the Black Panther in the comics. So it's a whole lot of things that they can explore with, the world of Wakanda. But just attacking the movie and attacking it and saying usurping the black man and, oh my God, this is just a feminist. I didn't feel feminism. Trust me, you know me. If I felt feminism from that movie, I would be the first one to come on here and say, man, that movie was a feminist propaganda. Ryan Coogler did a great job with that movie. The costumes were amazing. I mean, like just, I think he got that same lady again that helped him with the first movie with the costumes. I saw the Zulu influence, definitely in the movie. But like I said, it was beautiful, the costumes. And then also what I was impressed with, but I'm going to talk about this on another channel. I was really impressed that Ryan Coogler actually tapped into the indigenous cultures in Mexico. And those outfits that they designed for Namor and all that, I said, wow, look at that. But I knew that was the indigenous clothing of the Mayans and stuff like that. I said, wow. I said, he actually did that. And I don't know if y'all know, but do you know right now it is a big fuss in Mexico right now about the actor that played Namor? I forgot how to say his first name. I forgot to say the man's name. Forgive me, but they are hot that man got to play Namor. You know what they're upset about? They're upset that it wasn't a white looking Hispanic to play Namor. Cause they were saying, oh, they not the real people. Well, you know what I liked in that movie when they talked about speaking Spanish was basically a murderous language. And they talked about that. It's true because that's not their original language. And I liked how Ryan Coogler showed nothing but the indigenous people, the real people of that area, not these white looking people that come over here or white adjacent people. So they're pissed off that the indigenous people got shined and shown like they are the real people of that land, which they are. If you're a historian, they are the real people of that land. The Mayan language and all of that is the real language of that land. It's not that Spanish. Just like English is a colonized language, Spanish is a colonized language. So Ryan Coogler actually did something very, very instrumental, more than what people probably think. Because some people say, oh, he just adding the Latinos. No, he didn't really add the quote unquote Latinos. He added the indigenous ones, the ones that's actually rejected in Latin America, the ones that's called Negros in Latin America. They on the same level as black folk in Latin America. the same level. So I say, man, that's pretty cool they did that. And I love the arguments they're having right now. So if you look at TikTok, you have a lot of Hispanics that's coming out and they discussing that. They say, wait a minute, this is the dumbest thing ever. Y'all there, they're arguing that they didn't feature a white looking Hispanic. Cause see, in their TV world, they show nothing but the white looking ones. They don't show the ones that look like the man that played Namor. They don't show them. Or you remember the scene when they showed, like, when he was, you know, his mom and all of them, they didn't show them kind of people on TV. Usually when they show them, they're domestic workers or they're criminals. No different than how they were showing us in America. Black people were maids. Black people were some sort of step and fetch it, something dumb, you know, nobody to be respected. So I can, you know, we definitely relate to that with film. But, you know, that's another thing going on, you know, with that particular movie. And you look at Namor in the comics or whatever, you know, I mean, he definitely had a lot of issues, you know, going back and forth with Wakanda and stuff like that. So like I said, all of that, and you say, oh, well, they just want to put the Hispanics in and this and that and the third. Well, you know, Namor is actually a white man. And they changed that to you know, the more of an indigenous culture. You know, so like I said, Ryan Coogler, he's just, you know, doing what he normally do, and the brother's a good director. But like I said, those of you who are sitting up here talking about Shuri and feminist and all usurping the black man and all that sort of thing, y'all need to cut that out. Y'all need to cut that out. That ain't right. That ain't cool. You have no thought processes about even the comic itself. Like, go read the comic and say, well, did Shuri actually become the Black Panther? Or is this a feminist ploy to usurp the black man? Then you actually go take the time to read and you see Shuri became the Black Panther. You know, Shuri fought many, many battles, you know, as Black Panther. She did. You know, I mean, even some of her greatest battles against Proxima Midnight, which they show Proxima Midnight in Infinity War, right? Because, you know, listen, I've been one to always know about superheroes, comics, whatever. I may not let that side known on YouTube or any other platform, but I've always been a person in the Marvel, DC. I know about all that stuff, believe it or not. That's like something I enjoy watching and everything, right? I don't know all about it. I check out all the superhero movies as a just enjoy myself to escape some of the stuff I got to deal with within this world. Now, just enjoy the movie, ladies and gentlemen. Just enjoy for what it is. Let's see what they're going to do on the next one. How they're going to, you know, bring in, you know, the new, eventually, are they going to continue another movie with Shuri? Are they going to do like this fast forward to get it to, well, T'Challa's son is more as a teenager or he's grown? We don't know how they're going to do it. We don't know. They're about to bring in the multiverse saga, right? So the multiverse, which I hope they do, because, you know, Killmonger is my favorite character. I hope they bring back Killmonger out the multiverse. Oh, I hope they do. And then, you know, they got their other brother, Jonathan Major. Shout out to him. He playing Kang, the Conqueror, right? Which he's the next bad dude, like kind of like what Thanos was, right? I'm happy they chose Jonathan Majors, getting another brother getting some shine like that. The new Ant-Man and the Quantum Mania coming out. You're going to have Kane come out on there. All right, cool. That's going to start the multiverse saga, right? So we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. You know, just enjoy yourself in life, man. Take a freaking vacation sometime to learn to turn off that mess. We got to turn it off sometime, folks. Or we're going to go crazy. Oh, yeah, but this is real. Like, look, y'all, I know it's real. You think I don't know? I know it's real, but dog, man, I need some time to turn things off. When I go to Kenya next week, okay, yes, I got some work to do there, but you know what? I'm going to relax too. I need that relaxation for my, you know, sanity, so I can come back and do what I need to do here, so I can even focus. Do you realize that when I take a break and I come back, I'm more fired up, I'm more focused because I got to recharge. And that's what, you know, we all need to do sometime. Some of y'all never take a vacation. Some of y'all never take time off. Some of you just don't do it, and you need to start doing that. And not always, you know, like this. Okay, if you don't like the movie, you just don't like it. We ain't got to down the brother. Because like I said, this was a black director directing this movie. The Woman King didn't have all the black thing. It was a bunch of white women. So that's a different conversation. But this is a black director having a major role again in a $1 billion franchise. Why can't we support the brother? I never heard Ryan Coogler been in anything anti-black. You know, Ryan Coogler was treated bad at Bank of America that one time, right? He had all kind of money in that bank. I mean, this brother has been nothing but really, he's the one who brought all this stuff out, even displaying certain cultures from the continent. I mean, this brother is really doing, you know, what he needed to do. Even the Killmonger, the way Killmonger was written, that's literally how we feel, a lot of us. That's why a lot of us are related to Killmonger, right? I mean, this brother has been very instrumental in a lot of things. So, you know, what's wrong with supporting our brother like that? You know, we talking about being on code. Why can't we be on code enough to support our brother when he's never did anything anti-black? I've never heard him, you know, cooning it up or nothing. So y'all with that the feminist propaganda, y'all need to stop. Read the comic first. Read the comic. Find out about how Shuri became the Black Panther. Read all the episodes of that. And then you probably want to take down that tweet or video you made or whatever, because it sounds stupid. I mean, at this point, because anybody who read the comics would tell you that. This is not out of the ordinary for what happened in the comics. If they made something up all of a sudden to have a feminist propaganda that wasn't in the comics, I was like, oh, okay, what the hell going on with this? Like I said, I would tell you that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the podcast. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Make sure you click the like button. That is very, very important. And we'll see you on the next one.